Okay. I feel like this is also welcome! Me filming a video? Like what, where, who, what, where, when, why, how? Right now I only have like foundation situation on because today I'm gonna film a video that I've been meaning to film for like months now and I just haven't gotten around to it. Here we are today. So today I'm gonna do the kind of random color eyeshadow makeup challengey thing. Back when I did my Q&A, someone asked if I would do it and I was like, totally. And I've just been meaning to do it. So I wrote down a bunch of eyeshadows and stuff on some paper, cut it up into little pieces, put it in a cup, and I'm just gonna randomly pick them out. I'm gonna pick some out and then I have to do a look with whatever colors I have picked. There's different ways that people have done this and I don't even know who started it because like, internet, but I'm gonna do it kind of in the way that Sugar Pill does it. I have to do a look using these and then I can use any additional colors that I want to do. So yeah, it's like Sugar Pill Showdown, except I'm just showing down against myself. Also kind of how like my friend here on YouTube, Kitty Corner, did it. Shout out to Kitty Corner. I feel like this is also gonna be a good thing for me to like start doing kind of regularly because it's easy, but I feel like I've been like stuck in a rut in terms of makeup. So like everyday makeup, I just keep doing the same thing. I use the same 3 shadows and like you don't catch me in anything else. So I feel like I've been less experimental and playful with makeup and it just came down to like go-to. Only doing the go-to all the time. Being real basic. So like maybe this will get some creative juices flowing and get me to want to use, you know, colors more because I haven't been doing that lately, so. Become a rainbow. And I feel like no matter what colors you pick, you can always just like go towards like a rainbow type of deal, so. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull some out. I'm gonna do like 3 to 5, I guess, maybe, depending on what I pick out. So like, ColourPop Liberty, so that's a silver. Oop, I just dropped one on the floor. Juvia's Place Bori from the Masquerade palette that I snatched from my sister. Another Juvia's, Dahlia, is that how that's pronounced? Pentagram by me, Cadaver Cosmetics. I guess I'm going with 5 because I continued to pick colors. Let's see. And Cairo from the Juvia's Place. So like I pretty much got a bunch of Juvia's ones. Like we have all these. So like I guess that's where we're going with. Let's go see what those colors look like because I don't know off the top of my head. What is my hand? Like what is this? Also, I still have like powder on. Wow, through the power of editing, you wouldn't even know I was gone, except I just said it, so. Okay, so we have a silver with the ColourPop. Let's see what colors these are. Cairo, which is this nice orangey color, so like that's awesome. That will work great with Pentagram. Champagne-y color. At first I thought it was the blue, and I was like, ooh, but it's champagne, that's cool too. We have a hot pink, so we do have a kind of throw in the colors. I think this will come out nice. I feel like we can go for a really nice like sunset type of warm eye situation. So I went in with Cairo and I'm just kind of laying down the starting of a crease situation. This is like a nice orangey color and I'm just going in straight onto my eye because I don't usually use a primer, which I think that's like not most people, but like I don't know, I don't ever use. And I'm using a fluffy brush situation and I'm just taking whatever's on the brush and I'm running this like underneath to complete this orange. Orange. You glad I didn't say? Okay, so now I'm just gonna work some of Bori, which is this very vibrant pink, into this crease, and I'm gonna keep it mostly towards the outside. And a lot of the orange got lost, so I'm gonna reintroduce it into here. So it's gonna go from like pink into the orange, I think is the vibe we're gonna go for. So I'm just using that same brush that I started with, and now I'm just gonna pick up some of this pink and work it in. Now I'm gonna use a smaller brush to really concentrate it on the lower lash line. So vibrant. Pink eye. So I'm just gonna like dust off this brush on a towel a little bit, pick up some more of that Cairo shade and really like work those oranges back in. Whoa, like these colors are vibrant in person, but I feel like the camera's picking up just like electric and it's wild. So I'm just gonna like blend that out and I'm like blending it really into this inner corner so I can kind of go for that extreme like glowing effect to make it look like there's like a light illuminating out of the inner corner, hopefully. So yeah. So now I'm gonna go in with,
and we're ignoring my nails,
Pentagram by Cadaver Cosmetics, which is this deep, rich red shade, and I'm gonna use this to add depth mostly to the kind of outer V of the eye. And I'm using this same brush that I've been using, the smaller brush, out of laziness, dirty brushes, but also this is going to help the colors blending together a little bit easier. If you have a little bit remnants from the last color, mixing in with the new color, everything's already blending itself together a little bit. Really focusing this on this winged out outer V section that I always do to really just bring in some depth, which I feel like always brings everything together. This also gives me a nice guide for when I put on eyeliner to just kind of follow the shapes that I've already done, which is easy to kind of change and fix around with blending. And if you guessed that I was going to blend it out with that same brush that I've been using, you were right. So far we've used Cairo, Bori, and Pentagram. 2 more that we have to use, and then whatever other things that we feel like adding. So I feel like I'm gonna go for Dahlia, which is this kind of champagne-y color, and I'm gonna do that as like a foiled lid because... So I'm gonna take a flat kind of synthetic brush and I'm gonna spray it with some setting spray and then use that to foil the shadow on my lid. Okay, so it's like a nice kind of champagne-y golden kind of color, and I'm gonna use this to kind of cut the crease is what I usually do. So I'm really just using it to cut out this side, and then I'm gonna feather it out this way just by applying less pressure, and after already using most of the product on the brush for this section, just to feather it this way. It's cute. It's not as metallic as I would have gone for, but like, she works. And I'm just using a little bit of what's left in the brush to kind of pull it into this lower lash line lid area. So the inner corner came out a little different from what I was going for, but it's cool. So I'm gonna take this kind of smaller pointed pencil-y brush situation, and I'm using Liberty by ColourPop. And I was gonna go for like a glowing inner corner, but it kind of started to go on way more intense. Bloom this inner corner out. And then we're going to pull it up following our new cut crease. I'm also going to pull it this way. I always say that this stuff looks like silver acrylic paint because like that's the vibe it gives me. You know what? Just for fun, I'm going to bring in a little bit of the ColourPop cream gel cream liner in Prance, which is this powder blue, and I'm going to pull this into the waterline just to kind of connect the cool tone silver to the rest of this really warm eye and to introduce more color. Now I'm just deepening up the rest of the waterline with the Urban Decay eyeliner in Voodoo, which is this really pretty purple, which also just goes ahead and adds more depth to the outer portion of the eye, which I really like to do. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in some purple to kind of pull this all together, and a liner to like solidify this look, hopefully. And this is the Total Intensity Against All Odds Liquid Ink Eyeliner by Prestige, I believe. And this is in Around the Clock. It's like a purple, sparkly, liquid liner thingy. And because this purple liner is like a similar color to the liquid one, I can use this to really close up the gap between the wing and the lower lash line. Especially for me in monolids, I have like a fold here that will really separate it, and then it looks like your liner is doing something weird basically. So like if you just fill in this little gap, it closes it off and really continues the eye shape and really just accentuates what you have. Okay, so I'm gonna like dust off the extra powder on my face and do my brows, and then we'll pop back. So I like to do my brows last, that way, which is gonna come in handy here, I can use concealer to kind of clean up anything that is kind of veering out of where I want it. This way, when I go in to clean up my brow, I can also kind of tap this into anywhere that I think should be cleaned up a little bit. I'm just going to take my finger and tap it out. This is going to help anything that was blending out of kind of its designated spot. So I get to clean up how this winged portion blends out by just tapping it out. I can thin it out a little bit. This way I can just give it a little bit more of a controlled look versus like this side. Just gives me a little bit more of a precise blending where I want it. And then I'm just going to set that and highlight the brow. And I think I'm going to use Apparition just to pull a little bit of the blue from here up into here, just to kind of keep a little bit of a vibe. So Apparition is a blue duochrome by Cadaver Cosmetics, and I'm going to just use that. I'm just going to grab a little bit, and I'm going to use this between both so it's not like hyper intense. So I'm just going to... And to make sure that's all coming together, I'm going to go in and really make sure that this is all blending just by running my blending brush over the crease and the brow highlight lightly, just to make sure everything is really doing the thing. I'm going to go ahead and use my everyday highlight, which is this one that I made. It's not available yet, but it will be at some point, and it is this kind of lavender highlighter. Alright, so I finished it off with, unexpected words, a lip liner and a lip gloss. Very unlike me, not doing a matte lip is like, who is this? But my lips have been dry and trying to kill me, so like, it's a lip gloss. Also like, natural. So yeah, I actually really like the way that this came out, so like maybe I'll do some more random color challenge thingies in the near future, and we'll see what kind of different looks we can come up with by just getting colors picked for us. It's like taking half of the stress out of makeup. We got this kind of cool sunset type of thing going on. So yeah, this was like low-key fun, and I haven't filmed in forever, so like, what's everyone up to? I feel like I'm gonna start filming more regularly, but also like, who knows? So yeah, the stuff and the things. We come in peace. Subscribe for new videos whenever they get posted. Social media grab in the description. Okay, bye.